Daniels Music Foundation presents the 4th Annual Danny Awards. Lead sponsor, Renee Plessner. Motivated by the desire to showcase the talents of individuals with disabilities, the Danny Awards provides a global stage for musicians and celebrates differences. This year, we received video submissions from 30 states in the U.S. and 9 countries from around the world, representing 4 continents. The top vocalists, instrumentalists, and songwriters were selected by a panel of 10 musicians and industry professionals. We are excited to introduce you to the 2023 Danny Awards recipients. Now, let's get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing 2023 Danny Award recipient Ricky Bartlett, featuring Vibe, performing There's a Leak in This Old House.
Good evening, everybody. Oh, we're happy that you're here tonight. Yes. Yes. There's a leak in this old building, and my soul's got to move. And my soul's got to move. My soul has got to move. Got to move. There's a leak in this old building. My soul has got to move to a building God made by hand. Oh, this building keeps on leaning. My soul has got to move. Yes, Lord, my soul has got to move. Oh, my soul has got to move. This building keeps on leaning. My soul's got to move to a building God made by hand. Oh, Alicia, come on, help me now.
There's a leak in this old building.
Yes.
In my soul.
It's got to move.
In my soul.
Yes, yes.
In my soul.
Go on and pack it up now.
There's a leak in this old building.
In this old building.
In my soul.
It's got to move.
To a building
Yes.
not made by hand.
That's right. Yes, Lord. Now, I walked up to that house and I could feel something stirring. And yes, yeah, yeah. Now listen, I walked into that door. Yep. Oh, no. I could feel his presence, so I went ahead and opened up those windows to let him in. That building keeps on leaning, and my soul has got to move. My soul has got to move. My soul has got to move. This building keeps on leaning, and my soul's got to move to a building God made by hand. Now I felt the spirit and I went. Go on now. it in the crowd right now. They feel it? Oh, but our time is about up, y'all. So we're about to go right now. Oh, now, Alicia, I think it's towards the end. Yep. Do you think it's towards the end?
I think it's towards the end.
Oh, oh, no, it is. Oh, one more time. This building keeps on leaning. My soul has got to move. Yes, my soul has got to move. Has got to move. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
Well, that was incredible, and that is how you kick off a show. Let's hear it for Ricky Bartlett and Vibe. Oh. Ricky, welcome to the Danny Awards community. We're happy to have you, and congratulations.
Now, family, here's the thing. Music, it tells a story, and within the disabled community, we all have a story that represents the journey that we have all experienced, amen? We are proud to be part of an industry that in a time when the world is in need of heroes, creates an opportunity to allow our metal to shine as a beacon to others to follow. Yes, music in my life defeated monsters. On the vast battlegrounds I grew up in, music is a guiding point that gave me the courage to look in a mirror and see myself as more than what others saw. You hear me? When I auditioned for the Danny Awards, I never dreamed that I would be standing here today with all of you. All right. Being an honoree is a moment I wish my 11-year-old self could see right now. To show him we eventually defeated those monsters. Now, standing here tonight as a Danny Awards honoree, a disabled musician, as simply Ricky Bartlett, feels inspiring and humble. I would like to thank my wife, Jennifer, who could not be here tonight, for her constant belief in me, to the band Vibe for collaborating with me on this project. And Greg and Kelsey, who are not here tonight, they're part of the band here. We recognize them as well, all right? Now, and of course, to Daniel's Music Foundation for holding up the mirror and allowing us all to see more of ourselves than we ever could before. Thank you so much, and enjoy the show.
Thank you, Ricky, and congratulations. All right, how are we feeling? Good afternoon, and welcome to the 4th Annual Danny Awards, sponsored by Renee Plessner. My name is Carla Sullivan. I am the Marketing and Disability Awareness Director at Daniel's Music Foundation. I am also the MC for the show. To all of you here tonight and everybody tuning in at home, thank you so much for joining us. Each year, we select 10 exceptional musicians from around the globe to perform at the Danny Awards, showcasing the skill, the passion, and the creativity that thrives in our community. And this year, there was actually a tie. So bonus, 11 award recipients tonight is what we will be celebrating. So throughout the show, you will have the opportunity to meet some of the Danny Awards judges, which are musicians and industry professionals who have generously donated their time and talents to really help shape the musicians of the future. To commemorate their achievement, every honoree will receive an official Danny Award, which you see there, sparkly and beautiful, an honorarium, and the opportunity to experience a weekend in New York City like no other. Yesterday, they enjoyed a panel at the New York headquarters of the Global Distribution and Artist Service Company at the Orchard. Today, they are performing on Broadway in New York City. Yeah. Tomorrow, they will join us at our music center up in East Harlem together to celebrate all of their accomplishments at our music center. And on December 1st, they will attend an online workshop on the business of music that is generously hosted by the New York chapter of the Recording Academy. All thanks to the generosity of our sponsors. Let's give it up to them. But today is about sharing their talent with the world, giving musicians the recognition they deserve, and challenging society to think differently about disability. So let's keep it going. Our next award recipient learned to play the cello at age 8. From there, he taught himself the guitar, electric bass, and basic piano. He has overcome many challenges, including his early struggle against death in a Romanian orphanage as a toddler. And he believes that every individual has a purpose. In 2012, the Goo Goo Dolls discovered a video of their cover song, Iris, and he was invited to Music Fest to perform. Today, he travels the world sharing his story and his music. From Henrico, Virginia, performing his original song, Stronger, please welcome two-time Danny Award winner, George Dennehy.
Thousands of desperate prayers seem to go nowhere. Every door that closes, one will open, but you won't see it if you don't keep on hoping. We all fall down, we lost but found. To see the light, you've gotta face the dark, 'cause that's when you find out who you are. The fire will burn, but on the other side you'll learn that when life gets harder, you get stronger, you get stronger. Got our wins and losses, we have to bear our crosses. Life's a miracle with no mistakes. Like every star in the sky, you got your own place. We all fall down when we're lost but found. To see the light, you've gotta face the dark, 'cause that's when you find out who you are. The fire will burn, but on the other side you learn that when life gets harder, you get stronger, you get stronger. I'm better than I was a day ago, but not as good as I wanna be tomorrow. Better than I was a day ago, not as good as I wanna be tomorrow. Better than I was a day ago, not as good as I wanna be tomorrow. Better than I was a day ago, not as good as I wanna be. We all fall down, we lost but found. To see the light, you've gotta face the dark, that's when you find out who you are. The fire will burn, but on the other side you'll learn that when life gets harder, you get stronger, you get stronger, you get stronger, you get stronger.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, George, for that moving performance. Ladies and gentlemen, singer, songwriter, and instrumentalist, George Dennehy.
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you all so much. Man, what an honor it is to be here for the Danny Awards. It's such a privilege to be on this stage and to meet so many other incredible musicians and people and hear their stories. And, I love what was said, that music shares a story. And, music for me has always been a part of my life. And I grew up playing it and then eventually learning it, learning classical cello and eventually going on from guitar and piano. And through all of life's challenges and all of life's struggles and changes and things out of my control, music has always been a constant for me. And my biggest struggle, my biggest challenge wasn't necessarily in the physical sense. It was emotional. It was being okay with who I am. It was being comfortable with the world seeing me for who I am and feelings of insecurity and being self-conscious about not having arms. And eventually I realized that this gift that I have, this gift that I was given of music is a gift. And gifts are meant to be shared with other people. And I wanted that to be my mission, is to share music with other people and give them hope and inspire them. And I just want to thank the Dannys for giving me this opportunity to hopefully do that, to share music with others and share this gift with other people. So I'd, again, just like to thank the Danny Music Foundation and the Danny Awards, and thank my family for always pushing me and believing in me when I didn't believe in myself, and just thank my wife, Amanda, for being home and holding down the fort for me while I'm gone, and thank you all for being here and for supporting music.
Thank you, George. Congratulations once again. Okay, please join me in welcoming some incredible people to the stage. The co-founders of Daniel's Music Foundation, the Trush family.
Good afternoon and hello, everyone. Wow, Dad, I can't believe how many people are here and how great everyone is looking. Dressed up. The Dannys keep growing and growing, and I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us.
I second that, Dee. Between here and online, we have over 1,000 people with us today.
Wow.
I knew the Dannys was growing in recognition when we received this email from one of our friends, Paul, who relayed a conversation he and his wife had with their young daughter, Layla. I believe they're here this evening, so thank you for sending this along. The email read, "The other night, we watched a YouTube clip of Olivia Rodrigo accepting a Grammy on stage, and our young daughter asked, 'What is a Grammy?' So my wife and I explained that it was an award people get for being excellent musicians.
And she said, like a Danny Award?
Well, Layla, we're not quite as big as the Grammys, but we are trying very hard to grow and walk in their footsteps. When we came up with the concept of the Danny Awards 4.5 years ago, it was just a simple idea to highlight the talents of musicians and show the world what we see every day. But an idea is just a dream unless there is support and execution behind it to make it a reality. And when we brought this concept to our dear friend Renee Plessner, his reaction was,
I love it. I love it, support it, and want to be the ongoing lead sponsor.
What an amazing response and vote of confidence to receive. From our family, Nancy, Daniel, Michael, Story, our new granddaughter arriving any day now. Hopefully not today. And our entire team, thank you from our hearts for believing in us from the very beginning and for being such an important and integral part of the Dannys, the foundation, and our family.
And thank you for always accepting me for who I am and appreciating and laughing at my corny jokes.
Renee, we love you and cherish you for the amazing person that you are and for all that you do for so many. We are proud to call you our friend, but you are truly more like family to us. I think this award sums up how we all feel about you. We are endlessly grateful for your unwavering commitment to our mission and our musicians. Thank you for the generous support of the Danny Awards since the show's inception, and for helping us shape a mindset of mutual understanding and respect for individuals with disabilities. We are honored to call you our friend. With much love, the Trush family and the DMF community. Unfortunately, Renee is feeling under the weather today and is unable to join us in person. But Renee, we hope you are enjoying the live stream. We love you, and we're thinking of you and hoping you're feeling better soon, Renee. He was kind enough to send along his speech, which Carla will read. Thank you.
Great job, Mom. You're welcome.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for the 4th Annual Danny Awards. The purpose of today is to shine a light on the honorees and to share their incredible musical talents with the world. It is also about joy, and as Daniel likes to say, the smile-o-meter, as well as challenging society to think differently about disabilities. From a simple idea 17 years ago, DMF has grown and now employs a staff of 25, as well as helping thousands of individuals with disabilities from around the world. Daniel's Music Foundation has been using the universal language of music to bring people together since inception, and the Danny Awards is no exception. The Trush family makes it all possible, and although today is all about the award recipients, I would be remiss not to thank and honor Danny, Ken, Nancy, Mike, and Story, and the entire management team and staff at DMF who bring the joy of music to so many every day. Thank you again to all of you for joining us in person and online, and congratulations to all of the award recipients for your hard work and dedication, which has brought you here today. We can't wait to see what you do next. Thank you, and have fun.
Renee, today is dedicated to you. We hope that you feel better real soon, and we're going to drop off the award right to you in the next couple of days. Thank you again for all that you do. And now, please welcome Jerry Powers and my son Daniel, who will sing their latest original song, Fills My World, which is dedicated to all of you.
We're very grateful that all of you are here this afternoon. This is actually a song about about gratitude, Daniel and I started to write it. We were thinking about all the caretakers that serve our community. And then we realized that there's all those families behind the staff people, right? And we also know that we have some supernatural help, right, Dan?
True.
And it's really, we're very grateful for our sponsors and for your presence here. So thank you for being here. This is, are you ready to go, Mr. President?
Yes.
All right.
We all need help every now and then. So when I need it, well, I just ask. And a helping hand reaches out right then to carry out the task. You're always with me as I get ready, and I'm grateful for all your care. If I ever become unsteady, it's a comfort to know you are there. Some things are still a challenge, but I don't let them bother me. Then my life is more in balance and has much more to offer me. You've got a plan for my success, and you know the way to lead. You always listen to my request, and you tend to all my needs. It would take me all day to describe how much you've done for me. Knowing I have you in my life fills my world with possibility. When I think I can't continue, you give me strength to persevere. And that's the moment when I begin to be freed from all my fear. You know what I need before I do. You are my perfect guide. There is nothing that I can't get through with you by my side. It would take me all day to describe how much you've done for me. Knowing I have you in my life fills my world with possibility. For everything you do, I could never thank you enough. A heart so pure, gentle and true, could only be made of love. It would take me all day to describe how much you've done for me. Knowing I have you in my life fills my world with possibility. It would take me all day to describe how much you've done for me. Knowing I have you in my life fills my world with possibility. With possibility. With possibility. With possibility. Thank you all so much. You've been a great audience.
I love it. Well, that was awesome. I saw you all singing. I saw it, and everybody at home, I know you were singing too. Thank you so much, Daniel and Jerry, and thank you, Renee. That was amazing.
Thanks so much, Carla.
You're welcome. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome presenting sponsor and executive director of the FAR Fund, Shirley Taylor.
So glad I get to do this introduction of the next performer just to be able to stand up here and look out at this amazing crowd. It really warms my heart. I was asked to say just a sentence or two about what the Danny Awards mean to me, and I think as the executive director of the FAR Fund, and one of the guiding principles for us is just inclusion, and that everyone should be recognized for who they are, and the Danny Awards just magnify that to nth degree. So the idea that these performers are not defined by their disability, but instead here on this stage, they are seen for who they are, and that is world-class artists. So it really is my pleasure. And I want to introduce our next performer, who I had a chance to talk to a little bit backstage. Just kind of one of those like blow your mind moments, right? Anyway, she was blind since birth and began to pursue music at the age of 14. In 2005, she played at Carnegie Hall here in New York City. She has a doctorate degree in piano performance and a Master of Music. She has also created the first prototype of 3D tactile music for the blind and visually impaired in partnership with Michigan State University Tower Guard members, earning the top prize for MSU College of Music Running Start competition. I asked her what that meant and what that was, but I still don't understand. But I do know that it is revolutionary. She has a special interest in reaching out to communities through music and often performs in local senior centers, churches, and retirement homes. Please join me in welcoming Yu Jin No to the stage as she performs Beethoven's Tempest, First Movement.
Just beautiful. Congratulations on winning a Danny Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, from Brookline, Massachusetts, Yujin No.
I'd like to express my deep gratitude to Daniel's Music Foundation for selecting me as one of the award recipients for this year. Personally, music is this special gift from God, which allows me to fully express myself. When I'm lost in the pieces I play, music reveals the hidden part of me that I wasn't aware of before. It helps me momentarily forget about my blindness. In the world of music, the divide between blind and sighted matters very little, so I sincerely appreciate I can be a true self when I'm at the keyboard. Bringing classical music to a performance level is undoubtedly challenging for a blind person, involving tasks like reading and memorizing Braille music. However, playing the piano is such a rewarding activity as it brings me the joy of communicating and connecting with my listeners. I sincerely appreciate and am deeply grateful for the support I've received and for this award. And let us continue to connect and break the barriers by the power of music and find our own special ways to connect with the world with this powerful universal language, music. Thank you.
Very well said. Thank you, Eugen. Congratulations again. Unbelievable. Our next performer is from the other side of the world, one of Australia's most important voices. Eliza Hull has recently emerged as an accessibility advocate, known for her determination to spur change. She has performed at venues and events including the Sydney Opera House, Ability Fest, and more, with her music featured on TV internationally. Eliza has a physical disability and is also the creator of the children's book, Come Over to My House, which is about disability. Unfortunately, she was unable to make the trip across the globe today, but I know that she and all of her fans are watching from home. So please enjoy this video performance of her original song, Running Underwater.
Cause I'm not getting far running from you. for me. Show my bones for you to see.
I so love that song. So amazing, right? What a powerful performance. Although she was unable to attend, Eliza was able to record this short video for us. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Eliza Hull and I am a disabled musician from Australia. I have a physical disability called Charcot-Marie-Tooth. It affects the way I walk. I walk very differently and fall over regularly. And music to me has been a way to express myself. Growing up disabled, there was just such a lack of representation of disabled musicians, and it definitely fed into the belief of me wanting to hide my disability. So Running Underwater, the song that I have been awarded for, is really a celebration of disability. It's me saying that I am proud of being disabled and pushing up against all the barriers that musicians with disability continue to face. So I really hope that you enjoy my track, Running Underwater, and it features an incredible dancer, Roya the Destroyer. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to the Daniels Music Foundation, and thank you to the Danny Awards.
Congratulations again. All right. We having fun? Come on. Yes, we are. Oh, we have so much more to show you. I'm so excited. Okay, so our next performer is a two-time Danny Award winner, so some of you may have seen him already. He was fully blind at birth and is autistic. He was born in Russia and grew up in Massachusetts, where he began piano lessons at the age of 3. He also plays several other instruments and is a composer. He is a graduate from Berklee College of Music, summa cum laude, and performs in the Boston Tango Orchestra. He has produced 2 albums, Flavors of the Rainbow and Night Animals. Please welcome Santon as he performs his original song, Energy Fountain Rag. So much fun, so much fun. Thank you, Santon, and congratulations on winning your second Danny Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, Santon.
All right, all right, all right. Hello, my name is Santon. Music is my passion, and it is the biggest part in my life. I play the piano, the violin, and the bandoneon. I compose my own music. I want to share beautiful music with lots of people in this country and all over the world. I want to make connections with other musicians with disabilities. My dream is to build a residential community in Massachusetts for musicians with developmental disabilities and a music center similar to the one at Danny's Music Foundation. I'd like to thank the Danny Awards for selecting me as an honoree of this award. Thank you very much for this opportunity to be here and perform for you here at Symphony Space, in the audience to be exact, and online from all over the world, and for listeners to say. And I'm grateful for a chance to meet the other brilliant performers, and you guys look marvelous. You look marvelous. Thank you.
Our next presenter is actually a new Danny Awards judge this year. Please welcome presenting sponsor and Senior Executive Director of the Recording Academy's New York chapter, Nick Cucci.
Hi, everyone. It's an honor to be here tonight celebrating the achievements and talents of these amazing musicians and artists. Music creates community, and the good folks at DMF have created that special community to encourage and amplify the voices and talents we're hearing, not just in this room tonight, but across the globe. Unfortunately, our next performer is not able to be here tonight, but she is truly something special. Mina Cuesta was nonverbal for the first 5 years of her life. Diagnosed with autism and a developmental disability, her parents initially used music as a teaching tool to develop language, but she soon discovered that she possessed the perfect pitch and a solid soprano range voice. Mina began formal classical lessons at the age of 14 at the Citywide Youth Opera and studied at the Monash Prep School in New York. She's especially drawn to a repertoire that has a mix of beauty and mystery, and is currently a member of the Epic Players and has been a part of a number of their productions, such as Heroes Live Cabaret at Lincoln Center and Into the Woods. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the Ninth Gate Vocalese performed by Mina Cuesta.
Wow. Although Mina was not able to be here in person today, she is definitely watching from home. So she's hearing your clap. Let's do it one more time for her. Thank you. Thank you, Mina, for that gift. So on behalf of Mina, she did send along her acceptance speech, so I'm going to read it in her absence. I'd like to thank everyone at the Danny Awards for making this phenomenal event possible. My music helps me connect to my spiritual center. I'm especially drawn to a repertoire that feels haunting and beautiful and ethereal. I'm an autistic individual and I struggle with language and processing. I often feel like I have one foot in the world and another in a hazy, mysterious realm. Music helps me bring both of these worlds together. It is very meaningful and exciting for me to be honored by the Danny Awards and to share this evening with you. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Mina, and welcome to the Danny Awards community. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome back co-founder and managing director of Daniel's Music, Mr. Ken Trush.
Over the last 2 years, many people have asked me why I left my business career to dedicate myself on a full-time volunteer basis to Daniel's Music. I left because of a need and a burning desire to have an impact and to move the needle a little further and faster for our community. Over the last 5 years, I've read a number of books on the history of disability in this country. The outcome of my reading was to try to accelerate change for all the injustices that have occurred over the last 200+ years. Past legislation and phrases like eugenics, the ugly laws, a Supreme Court ruling on mandated sterilization, isolation, being institutionalized, and have limited access to both the physical and digital world. What I see every day at Daniel's Music is the potential in our members and their desire to have a meaningful and purposeful life. Everyone deserves that. The Danny Awards are one day a year, and it is a special day for all of us. But we work hard and keep moving forward every single day to support our free in-person and growing online programs. And as Daniel likes to say, keep the smile meter high. Let's take a look.
Daniel's Music was founded on the premise that music is a right, not a privilege, and should be open to all. Today, more than ever, that belief holds true. Our in-person classes at our music center and expanding online music programs provide access to music for all, while building community beyond New York City. Together, individuals of all abilities can enjoy, learn, and celebrate the joy of music. Daniel's Music Foundation, changing lives through music since 2006.
Hey, Daniel, you're like a quick change artist.
I guess so.
What does that cool t-shirt say?
It says, just call me by my name, which means don't judge me and call me a brain aneurysm survivor or a stroke victim. I would much rather you just call me Daniel, Dan, Danny, or Dan the man from Manhattan. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Just a note, Nancy and I do not call him Dan the man from Manhattan.
What?
And that also happens to be the name of our new record label that we announced this past July at Bethel Woods Center for the Arts. The historic site of the 1969 Woodstock Festival. We like record labels, not labeling. And this just in. Literally confirmed yesterday during our sound check, we will be partnering again with Bethel Woods this year for a Hello Inclusion Music Festival on July 12th, 2024. And the announced headliner is going to be none other than Jason Mraz. Stay tuned for more details. You may also remember that last year on this stage, our next presenter spoke about partnering with us on a new record label. Well, that one comment led to a partnership between us and The Orchard, and I'm pleased to introduce our next presenter, music industry legend, Danny Awards judge, and the co-founder of The Orchard,
Richard Gotterer.
Oh, hi everyone. I was here last year, and it was really significant, and really important to me, because as the co-founder of The Orchard, we worked with the foundation to put together a record label to release all the great talent, or those that want to participate in it, that you see here. And it's really significant because it's a way of making a wider public aware of the understanding and the need to really experience what I experience when I just see these amazing people perform. And so the record label is called Just Call Me By My Name. And the reason for that is call them by the name, not by the disability. Don't recognize me for what you see, but for who I am. And it's really important, and I stand with them, and we're going to do the best we can at The Orchard to see that this label becomes a success. So the next, thank you. The next artist I'm going to present is, well, right here it tells me all the things that he has: a muscular dystrophy, a type 3, this, but I'm not going to tell you about it because you can read about it. Just call him by his name. Yeah, and his name is James Ian, and he's really amazing, and everybody shout, "Come on, James!" James Ian.
Thank you all very much. Thank you for the lovely intro, Richard. Thank you to the DMF family for these awards and for having me here tonight. And just want to really quickly thank everyone who made this event happen, who makes the DMF run. Very, very lovely people. So let's give them a round of applause if we can. And also, such a talented pool of musicians. Every year I'm blown away. This is my second year. Last year, I was lucky enough to win an award, so very grateful for that. And last year, we did the tour of The Orchard as a part of this weekend. And I remember being there last year and just thinking how badly I wanted to
be partnered with The Orchard, have my music distributed by them, be on a record label. That's been a lifelong dream. And lo and behold, fast forward to now, all that has happened. I was at The Orchard yesterday, standing in the back of the room, looking at the new awardees, and I was just kind of blown away because I was wanting to pinch myself because I was like, I actually am partnered with The Orchard now. So it was very, very surreal, super, super cool. So I cannot say enough about that. Iolanta, who's a phenomenal singer, is in the audience. I was asking her, she's on the label as well with me, and I asked her how she felt, and she was like, just feels like a dream. So I second that, and I can't say thank you enough. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Made my dreams come true, and so this song, Nighttime, it's on the EP, on the label, and I just found out backstage that Richard sang on a song called Nighttime as well, with the Strangeloves, actually, so really, really mind-blowing, kind of full circle moment. But wanted to have this song, Nighttime, on the album because as disabled people, we are often overlooked in many ways, but I think a lot of people think that we're not capable of love or being romantically desired, and so Nighttime is about that. It's about romance and all those things that, you know, all people do, but especially disabled people do, and so I really, really wanted to get that message out there, and so this is called Nighttime, and I want to say thank you to my Georgetown Hoya friends in the audience, Hoya Saxa, I see you, and family and friends online at home. So this song's called Nighttime. Thank you so much.
I'm trying to make it through the day, counting the hours till I'm back to you. Don't know why you do it, baby. Every time it feels brand new, I can't get you off my mind. And these thoughts, they're not my own. Don't wanna be anywhere. You and I, we ain't alone. You know you're my favorite, yeah. Know I've been waiting. Can't wait to stay, yeah. Tonight. Got me living for the nighttime, baby. Body and mind until the sun comes up. Make it last forever, baby. It's never enough, it's never enough. Got me living for the nighttime, baby. Your body and mind until the sun comes up. Make it last forever, baby. It's never enough, it's just never enough. Feeling like the clock is ticking. There ain't no way I'm gonna rush. Wanna enjoy every second, every kiss to every touch. I don't want no distractions. Wanna focus on right now. Girl, I wanna get these clothes off before the sun goes down. So you know you're my favorite, yeah. Know I've been waiting. Can't wait to stay, yeah. Tonight. You got me living for the nighttime, baby. Body and mind until the sun comes up. Make it last forever, baby. 'Cause it's never enough, it's just never enough. Got me living for the nighttime, baby. Your body and mind until the sun comes up. Make it last forever, baby. 'Cause it's never enough, it's just never enough. I got a craving, yeah, anticipating. How you be tasting, yeah, tonight. Got me living for the nighttime, baby. Your body and mind until the sun comes up. Make it last forever, baby. 'Cause it's never enough, it's just never enough. Got me living for the nighttime, baby. Your body and mind until the sun comes up. Make it last
Thank you. Appreciate y'all very much.
Thank you, James. I love that song. And if you love that song, you can download it and stream it everywhere. Let's hear it one more time. Thank you, James. Okay, our next performer is a country singer-songwriter who hails from where else but Nashville, Tennessee. She has performed with such artists as Charles Kelly of Lady A, Lauren Elena, and has even sung with Steven Tyler. Let's give it up. Come on. Come on. She has been nominated for 4 Josie Awards, a competition for independent musicians, and has sung the national anthem over 250 times. She's released her debut single, Who I Am, last year, and is currently recording more music to be released in early 2024. She also just celebrated her 21st birthday. Please welcome to the stage, singing her original song, Lacy on My Lips, the very talented Sarah Hardwick.
We've been in this for a little while, and you say you still love the way I smile, how I hold your hand in mine, and that I say the right words at the perfect time. I'm getting tired of these compliments, 'cause none of it seems to make any sense. I'm beginning to wonder if I've made a mistake, 'cause I could feel my heart slowly starting to break. Oh, lately, baby, everything's felt so wrong. Yeah, I think you've got something else going on. No, well, I've heard rumors around this town that there's a new lover that you found. Is there something about her I don't see? I bet she's better than I'll ever be. Am I the only one you kiss? 'Cause I've got the name Lacy on my lips. Well, I can tell that you really don't care about how I'm scared by the way you stare. I don't know if this love's gonna last. Is it still alive or is it in the past? Oh, lately, baby, everything's felt so wrong. Yeah, I think you've got something else going on. No, well, I've heard rumors around this town that there's a new lover that you found. Is there something about her I don't see? I bet she's better than I'll ever be. Am I the only one you kiss? 'Cause I've got the name Lacy on my lips. I've been trying to get the truth out of you, 'cause baby, I don't know what else to do. And you haven't said a single word, 'cause silence is the only thing that I've heard. Now I'm looking through this window pane, trying to put this in a freeze frame, but there's something out the corner of my eye I see, and it's telling me this love isn't meant to be. Well, I heard rumors around this town that there's a new lover that as I'm staring at you with that girl, Lacey, on your lips. Lacey, on your lips. Thank you so much.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Congratulations, Sarah, on winning a Danny Award. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Hardwig.
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, I wanted to start off by saying that I was certainly not expecting to win this award. And I was not expecting to also be in New York City during the week of my 21st birthday, which has been such a dream come true. First of all, I want to thank Daniel's Music Foundation and the Danny Awards judging panel for believing in me. I want to thank my mom and my dad for helping me on this crazy dream and being there with me through all these years. I want to thank my family, my fans, and my friends for always being in my corner. I want to thank Bart Herbison from the Nashville Songwriters Association International for believing in this song. And I also have some advice for any musician with any disability that is out there that might be watching this. If you are afraid to pursue a career in music because of your disability, don't be afraid, because I want to let you know, and all of us here at the Danny Awards want to let you know, that you are stronger within than what is in your way. Thank you very much.
Incredible. Thank you, Sarah, and congratulations again. Okay, I'm not quite sure that everybody here is ready for this next performance. I'm just going to put it out there, okay? Manage your expectations. In just a few short years, he has gone from playing a small keyboard in his basement to playing on big stages in front of thousands of people. One post on YouTube of his extraordinary unknown talent has exploded into national recognition with appearances in news stories worldwide, national talent competitions, and segments on The Kelly Clarkson Show. He has been compared to a young Beethoven, but he says his gifts come directly from God. Performing Lionel Richie's hit, Hello, one of my favorite songs. Please join me in welcoming the very talented Jude Kofi. Spectacular. I'm running out of adjectives, people. Thank you for your performance. You are truly the gift, Jude. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Aurora, Colorado, Jude Kofi.
Wow, thanks be to God for this award. Music means everything to me spiritually and physically. This recognition by Danny Awards means the world to me. Thank you, Daniels Music Foundation and Danny Awards. Thank you.
Thank you, Jude. Thank you. And congratulations. Amazing. I can't take it. I literally can't take it. Okay. Our next artist started his interest in music at a very young age when he received his first drum kit. A self-taught musician on the keys, playing by ear and memorization, his love of music is influenced by a wide range of genres: classic rock and roll, country, blues, jazz, and even heavy metal. Pushing through his autism, he has made his dreams come true. He has a vintage vinyl DJ gig in his hometown of Anoka, Minnesota, and holds the 2018 Minnesota Special Olympics powerlifting record for a 565-pound deadlift. Right? Pretty unbelievable. But a firm believer that music doesn't discriminate and truly connects us all. Josh Armstrong attributes music to saving his life. Unable to join us in person, but online hosting a watch party at home with his family and friends, please enjoy his video performance of his original song, Let Me Take Away Your Pain.
Ashamed of who you are. It's okay to cry sometimes, 'cause we've all got scars. It won't always be like this. You gotta fight to win. 'Cause when the world goes cold, you've gotta fight to win. Let me take away your pain. Let me make a lure rusted from the rain. Let me take away your pain. For now, for now. For now, for now, for now. Don't look away, don't be ashamed. You're not on Mars. Just take my hand when you're falling apart. It won't always be like this. You gotta fight to win. Just remember who will always be there, your family and friends. Let me take away your pain. Let me make a lure rusted from the rain. Let me take away star. I'll be the light when you're lost in the dark. It won't always be like this. You gotta fight to win. 'Cause when the world goes cold, you've gotta let love in. You've got to 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 let love in. Let me take away your pain. Let me make a new one rusted from the rain. Let me take away your pain. For love and always.
Beautiful performance. Congratulations, Josh. Although he isn't here in person, he was able to record a video for us to share what this award means to him. So let's take a look.
Hello everyone, my name is Josh Armstrong. I just want to say thank you to the Danny Awards for giving me this opportunity. The song Take Away Your Pain was originally called Take Away My Pain when I was having a very difficult time in my life. My buddy Isaac and we met a couple years ago. He thought it would be a good idea to change it, Take Away Your Pain, instead of Take Away My Pain, so then it's towards everyone. Even though we can't take away forever, we can take it away for just a short while. I just wanted to say thank you to the Danny Awards for giving me this opportunity to get my song out to the world. It's groovy like a drive-in movie.
Amazing. Thanks for that, Josh. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome presenting sponsor and VP Director of Nonprofit Services at Ponce Bank, Wanda Matos.
Whew. I have to say that this is a dream come true. So I have been working with the organization for a couple of years, and I'm part of a community bank that has been in the community for over 60 years. And I have to say, I might go and look at this paper and I might read the words that I decide that I'm gonna say, because sometimes you're prepared to watch your words, especially when you work with a financial institution and you work with so many people. But I wanna say from my heart that I wish that in our communities is more than It's Music Foundation. So most of our kids have the opportunity to express through music, focus on everything is possible, and also achieve their dreams one at a time. So I want to thank the organization, not just the sponsors, the artists, for all of you to be present today, because your voice definitely help. So more in our communities, our kids are included, and not be looking at us as a box, not looking at only the outside, but also the inside, and see that everything is possible. I also very thrilled. Thank you. I'm very thrilled and excited to introduce to our next performer, Rick Renstrom. And when I asked Rick, how do you pronounce your name? So English is not my first language. I said, Wanda, you said Renstrom. And when I look at the strong word, I actually feel what he meant. So he's a renowned American guitarist, a composer, celebrated for his exceptional virtuosity. His musical journey began at the age of 15, gaining prominence as a member of the band Rob Rock. His distinctive style marked his lightning, fast shredding, and intricate compositions, has earned his devoted global fan base. His albums, Until the Bitter End and Leash Locks Dog's Face, showcase his mastery and inspiring actors, musicians worldwide. Please welcome Rick Renstrom to the stage to perform Symphony 40.
Amazing. Congratulations, Rick.
Yo, thank you so much. Hey, real quick, I need to do something for me. Can I get a Danny on a, if I do a 1, 2, 3, can you say, yo, Danny? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, so yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. Really appreciate you. I'm really deeply honored to receive this Danny Award for my guitar skills. Music for me, it's more than just notes. It's a universal language that speaks to the soul. This recognition underscores the countless hours of dedication I've poured into my craft and emphasizes the profound connection that music fosters among us. I'm really grateful for this acknowledgement and look forward to continuing my musical journey, creating melodies that resonate and inspire. I'd like to thank my girlfriend who's at home. Thank her so much for all the love and support. Of course, my mother, she's in the audience tonight, and I really appreciate her. She bought me that first guitar, and if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't be standing here today, so thank you, Ma. On top of that, of course, I'd like to thank Daniel's Music Foundation and, of course, the Danny Awards. Appreciate all of you so much. Have a great night, and thank you so much again.
Thank you, Rick. All right, guys, let's welcome back to the stage the Trush family.
It's hard to believe there's only one song left. So we want to take this moment to thank so many people. First off, we want a big thank you again to our lead sponsor, Renee Plessner. Hope you're feeling better. As well as to our presenting and supporting sponsors, the FAR Fund, the Orchard, the New York chapter of the Recording Academy, Ponce Bank, Lucky, and LMCC. And to our amazing management team, Carla Sullivan, Nadine McNeil, Jerry Powers, and Juliana Beekmans for their commitment, their energy, and incredible work ethic. We couldn't have accomplished all that we have without you. Incidentally, all 4 of them have been with us for over 10 years, which has helped us in our cohesiveness and creativity. I'd also like to thank our full-time staff, Martika Wilson, Stephanie Retchester, and Jonah Beely, for their dedication, innovative ideas, and enthusiasm, as well as our part-time staff, who, despite other outside commitments, make a tremendous difference every day. We are so grateful to all of you for your energy, hard work, and for always believing in our mission. And to our board of directors, many of whom have been with us from the very early days. Your passion for our mission, integrity, dependability, and support over all these years are appreciated more than you will ever know.
And let's not forget our advisory council members for sharing their experience, sagely advice, and generosity. And to the judges for their time and commitment in the selection process. It certainly wasn't easy selecting the final award recipients from all the submissions we received from all over the world. And a big thank you to all the people behind the curtain and upstairs who worked tirelessly to make sure everything was running smoothly. And of course, to the exceptionally talented award recipients who were absolutely amazing and expressed themselves so beautifully today.
Yeah.
and to all the people that submitted a video for sharing their wonderful musical talents with us. Please continue to keep music in your lives. And finally, to all of you here today for this magical event, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for allowing us to do what we love, which is to showcase the music of some of the most talented musicians in the world. Thank you.
Yeah. Great job, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
All right, let's give it up one more time for the Trush family for bringing everybody here together today. Amazing. Okay, now I'm asking, are you ready? Because you need to be ready for this next performance. Are we ready? I didn't hear it. Thank you. Let's do it. Okay. Our final performer for the night is a passionate, multifaceted musician whose songs will rock you to the core. Oh yeah. A singer-songwriter who uses his 4+ octave vocal range to dramatic effect. He captivates crowds of all ages with his high-energy performances. He is also a skilled drummer and drum teacher for students of all abilities. His incredible talent speaks for itself, and nothing will stand in his way of his success and being a role model for others. Joining us from Sykesville, Maryland, performing their original song, appropriately named Open Your Mind, please welcome Jesse McGee and Left Stronger.
You guys ready to rock tonight? Find a way out of this, a way out of this. Justifying another selfish man, yeah. Pushed against the wall while we take some more. We will take our best and reject the ones who are look at me the same way. The temperature's within. If you open up your mind, open up your mind. Yeah. Come on, I don't hear you. All the things they say and they do to us, yeah. Just because we all are a little different, yeah. Prejudice comments we must resist. Take our best to this, and it's just the world to the mind in the same way. Take them one by one, put me down again, and take me as I am. The temperature's within. If you open up your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, I need some hands. Keep them going for me, come on. It's a rock show now, come on. feeling now? I got a message for every single person watching online, every single person that's in this room, whether you have a disability or not. We all go through some tough times, and if you survive it, guess what? The four of us are not the only ones up here that are left stronger. Every person watching and every person in this room, you're all left stronger. Give yourselves a round of applause. When you left me for dead, might as well have shot me in the head. All these things that you can't control, I reject the way that they think. Magic trick. Oh, you better open up your mouth.
Now that's how you close a show. Ladies and gentlemen, Jesse McGee and Left Stronger.
That was all right. No, seriously, I have way too many people to thank that I can possibly remember. So if I forget anybody, I really didn't forget you because you're all a part of it. So many teachers to help me learn how to sing, drum teachers that helped me learn how to play. But we'll start from the very top. I'd like to thank my mom and dad. I'd like to thank my brothers, who are actually older than I am, but all of us in that family, we didn't agree on a lot of things, but one thing, we all knew how important music was, and I thank them for that, because quite honestly, unlike a lot of people who just like music because of how it sounds, music quite literally saved my life. So in both mental health challenges, with depression and other sorts of detailish type stuff,
But I'd also really appreciate this opportunity by the Danny Awards and Danny himself and everybody who's involved. And my brain is a little fried, not from drugs, but from just singing that song. One thing I can guarantee, I've been through enough stuff that I will never use that stuff. That I can promise everyone in this room, ever. But seriously, this is just, my beautiful wife, Andrea, who's watching at home, my parents-in-law, Jay and Mona, they've been very, very supportive in pursuing this career and getting me to this point. So God, from the bottom of my heart, I also thank God, too. I don't want to leave the big man out, because to be honest with you, the way I got this disability, both learning disability and legally blind, just so you know what that is, for me, I have no peripheral vision. So the stage with wires is not the safest place, but I love being here. This is what I do, and for me, music, because it's done so much for me with all the bands that I've listened to, it inspired me to write for other people to do the same, because they were my heroes, and I want to be everyone in this room's hero. So, and quite frankly, a lot of people who've played here today are now my new heroes. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Jesse. You good? You're good. Thank you. Let's give it one more time for Jesse. Amazing. Well, here we are, sadly, at the end of the show. I seriously can't believe it's over. But I told you that they were going to be incredible. I'd like to leave you with one parting thought. If you believe in what we're doing, we are hopeful that you will consider supporting us in some way. Your generosity will not only help shape a mindset of mutual understanding and respect for all, but it will directly support our free in-person and online music programs for deserving individuals with disabilities across the country. Donations of all sizes are welcomed and appreciated. For those of you here in person, you can scan the QR code that we've put on the back of the program if you like, or stop in the back of the merchandise table. For people at home, there should be a text to give phone number that you can text to give if you're so inclined, or anybody can visit our website at Daniel's Music. Whatever you do, we greatly appreciate it. And just know that together, we will be changing more lives through music. Before we go, let's hear it one more time for our 2023 Danny Award honorees. Ricky, Bartlett, and Vibe. George, Mina, Eliza, Josh, Jude, Eugen, Santon, Sarah, Rick Renstrom, and Jesse McGee. Thank you for an incredible show. Everybody, let's give it up. They have earned it. Excellent. And thank you, everybody, for joining us here today, at home, here, to celebrate all of the incredible talents. And we will see you next fall at the 5th Annual Danny Awards. Thank you, and good night.